Students, families, counselors, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for joining the Kansas Virtual College Fair. A few housekeeping items before we begin with today's event. First, this is a 6x6 model in which the 4 institutions today will be presenting for 6 minutes, and then we'll pass it off to the next institution to present. If you have questions throughout today's presentations, you are encouraged to ask them throughout the duration of the session. You do not need to wait for your institution that you have questions for to be presenting. You can ask questions throughout the 45 minutes of any of the institutions presenting. So we encourage you to do so. You'll ask questions via the Q&A button that you see on the bottom of your screen. When you submit a question, it gets sent to all of our panelists, and they can be general questions. If you have a general question of how many of you have on-campus tours right now, or how many of you have this major or this program, then all the panelists will respond. If you've got a specific question for a specific institution, make sure to indicate that in your question as well. Your camera and your microphone are turned off so the panelists cannot see or hear you, so any questions should be typed in through that Q&A. There is this block of colleges, and then there's one more block next hour. We encourage you to check out the next grouping of colleges that are presenting, and then we'll also work to get the recordings for the session up as quickly as possible, the same space that you went to register. We are in the B4 session here, so each of these 4 institutions will be presenting in this order: NCK Tech, Northwest Tech, WSU Tech, and Paul Mitchell, Wichita will be presenting. I'm going to encourage my colleague right now from NCK Tech to go ahead and grab screen share from me. And as they're doing so, just a reminder to send in your questions throughout the entire session to all of our colleges. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Anthony.
Hi, my name is Anthony Nunez. I'm an admissions counselor at NCK Tech. I'm currently located on the Hayes campus, but we do have 2 campuses, one in Hayes and one in Beloit. NCK Tech provides programs that are 9 to 18 months, ranging from different program styles such as business technology, construction, health, transportation technologies. So our programs, they are designed for basically any student who has no experience in their field. And once they come to NCK Tech and they graduate, they'll have enough experience and hands-on training to be efficient in the program that they want to go into. We do provide internship opportunities, typically to employers who are wanting to hire from our school. A lot of students typically will go into an internship and continue on with that employer. Our instructors are alumni who have about 10 to 20 years of experience, and then they decide to come back and teach. Our class sizes are about 13 students to 1 instructor. So that gives the students the one-on-one and close connection with their instructors. So since we do provide short-term programs, 9 to 18 months, we do guarantee a job placement. So if students come to NCK Tech, they'll be guaranteed a job upon graduation. What it's like to live on campus at NCK Tech. We do provide apartment-style housing as well as a dining center. We have a wellness center and a full-size pool, racquetball courts, a hot tub for students to go hang out in. We do provide intramural sports, clubs, and activities. We actually just started a shooting team, so if students are interested in this shooting club, whether they have experience in the shooting or not, they can participate in that. We do have a student success center that we hit on pretty hard. We do have a 73.9% graduation rate. So we do try to get students into our student success center as much as possible. We do also have a gateway program that is in agreement with Fort Hays State University. Basically any services provided to Fort Hays State University students by Fort Hays State, those services are also provided to NCK Tech students. So NCK Tech students can live in their residence hall. They can participate in their intramural programs, their clubs. They can also use their health services, student their Student Success Center and their career services as well. Tuition fees and books are all in one cost, typically about $6,000 to $11,000, depending on what program they're in. They'll also have a tools cost outside of that. We do have our instructors basically get with vendors to get quotes, and typically those tools will be 50 to 60% discounted. Now is the time to file for financial aid. They can go on fastfood.gov to fill out financial aid and get that done as soon as possible. We have scholarships that are available until January 15th on our website, so I definitely recommend going on our website and filling those out. Our admissions process is pretty simple. We have a $50 application fee, and then we do require AccuPlacer and ACT scores. For this next year, we are waiving the AccuPlacer and ACT scores. And for the month of October, we are also waiving our application fees. So I definitely recommend taking advantage of that and applying for a program. If you're interested, it'd be a pretty easy process. So at NCK Tech, we are having program visit days, as well as we are also welcoming campus tours throughout the year. I definitely recommend going onto our website and registering for either a program day or just signing up for a campus tour. Thank you, and I appreciate it.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing that information. All right. Next up in the grouping, we do have Northwest Tech. Just as a reminder, if you have questions for specific institutions, make sure to use that Q&A. You can do that at any point. I'll encourage my colleague from Northwest Tech, go ahead and grab screen share from me. As they're doing that, we'll make sure we have some time at the end for any questions that you have coming up as well. So Northwest Tech, if you want to grab screen share from me.
Okay, we'll get started here. I'll grab screen share. Okay. So we'll get started. I mean, the first thing is my name's Jack with Northwest Tech. We're out here in Goodland, Kansas. And I'm an admissions rep, as well as I am a recent graduate from the school. I did go ahead and take part in the Precision Agriculture program here at Northwest Tech. And I can speak to a little bit of the college experience based off of my attendance here. So one thing I want to talk about today is attending Northwest Tech is a unique college opportunity, and according to our students, it provides a small traditional college atmosphere. When we were asked our students how to describe Northwest Tech in one word, they chose the word family more often than not. We take that and really take it into ourselves, and we really pride ourselves on the term a maverick family. And the way we uphold that reputation is sticking true to a couple of our core values. The first of those values is in facilitating hands-on education within a small class environment. Our instructors place great importance on retaining small class sizes, which allows our students to be known by their names and personalities rather than as their student ID or their current letter grade. At Northwest Tech, we try to keep classroom time as short as possible, which allows us to teach through being in the lab or in the shop environment more often, completing real life projects as they were demonstrated to you in class. Our faculty provides top-notch instruction across 15 different programs. Those range 4 divisional categories, including transportation, information technology, health and human services, and construction. Jobs at Northwest Tech are really easy to acquire after graduation. With our vast amount of industry partnerships, we have a 91% placement rate across campus. Our secondary value that we've held throughout the history of Northwest Tech is in providing affordable costs for attendance. Our institution utilizes flat rate tuition, which means that there's an unchanging cost up to 30 total credit hours per semester, and make sure that there's no difference in cost whether you're an in-state or out-of-state student. Assistance for paying for college is also available at Northwest Tech. Right at 98% of our students receive some sort of financial aid whether that's through scholarships, grants, or industry partnerships. So included on this slide is a QR code that will take you to our scholarships and more page, which will display all the scholarship opportunities that are available at Northwest Tech. And then our final value is in combining technical education with a traditional college experience. So as a part of that, Northwest Tech competes in 10 collegiate sports, 8 of which are part of the NJCAA, and 2 additional college athletics. Our institution also provides 4 campus housing options, 3 of which are on campus and 1 which is off campus. Northwest Tech also hosts a cafeteria with a meal plan that is made up of 19 buffet-style meals every week. We also want you to have fun while we're here, so we provide a wide variety of fun and diverse student life activities, including karaoke, live music, and trivia nights in the stable, and intramural sport tournaments, including flag football, paintball, and basketball. And then upon completion of your selected program, we do have a celebration of your accomplishments called Grad Fest, where you get free food, we play some mud volleyball, and do a bunch of other activities. If you do have any other questions or are interested in more information, please continue to chat with us in the Q&A. We'll be available to answer any questions. At Northwest Tech, we are continuing with in-person classes and are conducting an on-campus tours for those interested. And we also have the availability to schedule shadow days within programs. What that is, it lets you come in and see what a day in the life of a student really looks like. If you are unable to travel to campus, we understand. We also provide virtual tours of our programs and the college itself. If you would like to schedule an in-person or a virtual tour, you can follow the directions on screen to visit our website and complete our form requesting a tour. So it'll show you where to go on our website, navigate, and fill out the form to go ahead and request a tour. If you are ready to secure your spot as a future member of the Mavic family, you can use this QR code to take you to our website to go ahead and apply now. We want to thank you for joining us, and we wish you best in your educational future. If you have any questions where to find us, follow us on social media. We do have several different social medias we post. We keep up on everything and try to always show what we're doing, what our students are doing. So if you have any questions, reach out to us, check us out on social media, and we'll always be available to talk. So with that, I'll go ahead and pass on to the next presenter.
Great. Thank you so much, Jack, for sharing that information. Next up, we have WSU Tech. So WSU Tech, feel free to grab screen share from me. And as they're doing so, students, a reminder to send your questions in via that Q&A button, and they will work to answer the question during today's session. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Cody from WSU Tech.
Thanks, Zach. So everybody, thanks for joining us today. My name is Cody, and I am the high school recruiter at WSU Tech. We are based in Wichita, and we are a technical school or a trade school. And we're excited that you decided to join us today to learn just a little bit more about what WSU Tech has to offer. So it's going to be, a lot of information in a very short period. So if you do have additional questions or are looking for more information, like it's been mentioned a couple of times, please make sure that you are engaging with us in that Q&A, because we want to make sure that we're answering those questions for you guys. So let's go ahead and get into it. We are a technical school or a trade school, and we aim to deliver training that is going to lead students into a high-tech, high-wage, and high-demand career field. So we partner with employers to make sure that we're equipping our students with the relevant skills that they need to enter the job market. And we don't measure our success at WSU Tech by the number of students that we get enrolled, but more by our job placement rates and our students' preparedness to land the job that they want when they leave with us. So a couple of other, great things about us here at WSU Tech. We are accredited by the Higher Learning Commission. So that means that any general education classes that you take us are easily transferable to other institutions if that's your career goal or your educational goal. We also have some of the best facilities that you'll find not only in the state of Kansas, but across the nation. Our our labs and our equipment are top-notch, state-of-the-art, and we really focus on making sure that our students are getting the opportunity to train on the best that's out there. We have over 100 degree programs to choose from, so we're not going to be able to get through all of them today. But one thing that is really, really important that we touch on is that we also have transferability and programs that can lead you into a 4-year institution if that's your goal. So it's not just tech skill. Into a couple of our programs and things that are special at each one of our programs or each one of our campuses. We have 4 across the Wichita area. This is our Center for National Aviation Training. This is where all of our factoring and aviation programs are housed. Aviation Maintenance Technology or Airframe and Power Plant Technician is one of our most popular programs at this campus. This is teaching students how to be an aircraft mechanic and maintain and service planes once they are actually built and in flight. You might notice as it's flipping through the slideshow there, we don't have any on-campus housing options at WSU Tech. However, we do offer what's called the Shocker Experience, and that's an opportunity for students to opt into the Wichita State University student life so that students can live on campus, have access to student housing, intramural sports, clubs, the YMCAs, and all the mental health services and all the additional services that students get at Wichita State. You get with us in that Shocker Experience program. Moving into our City Center campus, this is where we have the more of our manufacturing programs. A couple of them that are really popular here are alternative fuels and vehicle maintenance is a program that teaches students how to maintain and service electric vehicles, hybrid vehicles, and things of that nature. Each one of our programs can build up to a technical certificate or to an associate degree. So that means that you could be with us as little as 1 semester, or you can build with us up to 4 semesters building towards that degree level. Last, or a couple of campuses we also focus in healthcare. So we're training nurses, we're training surgical technologists, we have short-term healthcare programs, and then we also have all of those general education classes if you are a pre-med student and you wanted to get those things done with us before transferring to your 4-year institution. Lastly, this is our WSU South campus, and the thing that I want to touch on here at WSU South is primarily our Shocker Pathway program. This Shocker Pathway program is a program that allows students to start at WSU Tech before transferring over to Wichita State University. It's a unique partnership because we allow dual counseling, so you get an advisor with WSU Tech and an advisor from the university. You know, I know it was a lot of information in a very, very short amount of time. So my contact information is on the screen, as well as our digital inquiry card. So if you want more information on a particular program or maybe just general info on WSU Tech, if you scan that with a QR code, that will take you to a place that you can provide me with your contact information, and I'll be happy to reach out and help any way that I can. We are conducting on-person or in-person visits as well as virtual visits. So if you'd like to get a feel for what WSU Tech has to offer, please contact us and let us know how we can help you set that appointment up. And with that, I will welcome any questions in the chat and turn my time back over to Zach so that we can continue with our presentations. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you coming tonight.
Thank you so much, Cody, for sharing that information. I appreciate it. Just as a reminder, this is our schedule here. So the last institution that we've got right now is Paul Mitchell Wichita. So Paul Mitchell Wichita, feel free to grab screen share from me. We will have some time at the very end to do a quick round robin with some general questions. So students, make sure you hang tight for that. Paul Mitchell Wichita is going to start right now. Thanks so much. And you're on mute as well. Debbie, are you there? Debbie, real quick, you're on mute and your camera's not on. There we go.
Sorry about that. Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm the financial aid leader with Paul Mitchell School, Wichita.
Hi, I'm Debbie. We're so glad to be here and talk to you about Paul Mitchell, the school. We're located in Wichita. We are a technical school. We have a cosmetology and a barbering program, and we have a lot to share with you today. So there's a lot of information like some of the other schools were saying. So the best way for you to connect with us is really in person, or we can do a virtual tour too if you're not in the Wichita area and are still thinking about this school. So let's go forward and talk a little bit more. So I said we have two programs. We have cosmetology, which is a 1,500-hour program, and we have barbering. So this will show you a little bit about what you're going to learn in cosmetology and some of the services and skills that you'll be licensed to perform after you graduate. Our other program is barbering, and it's a real asset to our school to have both of the programs in the school. We know that everybody learns a little bit differently, so we tailor our education to help you learn, no matter whether you're a hands-on learner, a visual learner, do better in a group atmosphere. We can help you figure that out, and you don't have to have any of these skills before you enter the school. We can teach you what you need to know. So what can you expect from a Paul Mitchell experience? You're going to get an education, you're going to enjoy our culture, and then we also provide placement for our students. So we're really into technology here. You wouldn't expect that in a cosmetology or barbering school maybe, but we have just had an entire school upgrade on our technology, and as you can see in this video, we like to make a use of that. So a lot of you are hands-on learners. With our new Zoom classrooms, you can really see up close what your instructors are demonstrating as they talk you through the steps and as you practice on your mannequin heads. Your tuition includes your iPad and a professional toolkit. So those tools will carry you through school and then also transition into being an industry professional. Some of the things that are included on your iPads are the interactive apps. One is the cutting app. We also have the color app, and for cosmetologists, they'll have the makeup app. Our education is very comprehensive. You're actually going to be amazed at what all you'll learn. When we talk about culture, the culture of Paul Mitchell, the school, is inclusive, welcoming, positive, inspiring, and kind. Our culture is also about giving back to the communities and charities around the world, and our products are safe for people and the environment. We never perform testing on animals with any of our cosmetology products, and in fact, we have an entire line of pet products. So setting you up for success. Our school has a dedicated placement specialist. That's my role at the school. So I work with students when they get closer to graduation, helping them interact with salons and barbershops in the community. This is a great time to be in the barbering and cosmetology industry because it really is growing and there are plenty of jobs available. So a lot of you may think, how do I afford this? We are an accredited school, so we are able to offer financial aid through the Department of Education. The first starting point is always the FAFSA, and this is the time to start filling that out. We also offer scholarships and payment plans. Lauren is our dedicated financial aid leader, and she works one-on-one with you, walking you through all of your options with financial aid. We highly encourage early enrollment for seniors, and we are currently waiving our application fee throughout the end of the year. So you can apply now, even if you're not even thinking about starting school until like next August or next fall. All you need to do is go to our website, which is listed here, paulmitchell.edu/wichita.com, click on Apply Now and complete the online application. And then the next steps, our members of our enrollment team will follow up with you. So you really don't have to do anything else. We'll contact you, talk about when you want to come in for a tour, talk to financial aid, any of the documents that you need to submit for your application. We're going to walk you through every step of that enrollment process. So here are our 2021 start dates. We have full-time programs and part-time programs. Our full-time programs are in the day and our part-time programs are at night. You'll find this information and so much more on our website, which again is paulmitchell.edu/Wichita. And we'll help you find the perfect schedule that fits your needs. Any questions?
All right, thank you so much, Debbie, for sharing that information. Students, if you do have questions, make sure to type them in through the Q&A. Just a reminder, they can only type them in through the Q&A. So I'm going to encourage all of my colleagues to turn their cameras on, and we're going to do a quick round robin with some questions here. So if I could get everyone to turn their cameras on. Excellent. Cody, feel free to join us. There you are. Awesome. Question for the group. First question, what tips, what advice would you have for a senior that might be watching this live or a senior that might be watching this recording? What's a piece of advice, a tip that you're going to give to a senior that is going through the search process right now? Anthony, I'm going to start with you, my friend.
My advice is not really so much on picking a school, but mainly scholarships. I would spend at least an hour every weekend working on scholarships, and all that money, all that time will add up to, more time you put into it, the more you're going to get. So I would just spend a lot of time working on scholarships for any school you're going to.
Cool. Thank you. Jack, some advice that you've got.
Hey, so Anthony did a good job covering that. When you poll prospective students, the three biggest things they're worried about is, can I pay for college? Is it the right college, and what's my social life going to look like when I get there? So I can cover the second piece being, am I going to the right college? Visit colleges. All of us as admissions reps love to see prospective students come in. We'd love you to come, but even if you don't happen to come, we love talking to you, love showing you what we have to offer. And it's always good for those prospective students to get out and see what all the different colleges can offer you and make sure it's the right fit for you before you decide on a college. So that's mine. Go ahead and visit as many colleges as you can before you make your final decision.
Awesome. Cody, tips for seniors.
I would just echo what Jack and Anthony both said. One, make sure that you're doing your due diligence and finding as many scholarships and apply for all of them as possible. Two, visit as many schools as you can. You don't know the right place, like Jack said, until you're there. But the thing that I would always encourage students with such a wide variety of programs at Tech, I see a lot of students that aren't sure what they want to do. So when you find yourself in that position of being unsure or undecided, stop thinking so much about the particular skill and think more about the workplace environment. What do you want your environment that you're working in to look like every day? Are you a paper pusher like most of the professionals that are here right now, right? We all pretty much have desk jobs most of the time. Or do you want something that allows you to move around? Do you want something that is predictable every day, or do you want something that has a little bit of variety? Knowing what you value out of work will make picking what your area of study a little easier.
Awesome. Debbie, some tips for the seniors.
Well, I think definitely think about what your passion is. Not only that, but then also don't rule out the possibility of getting scholarships. Especially in our industry, in the beauty industry, there's a lot of scholarships available that are not through the school. They might be through Great Clips or the professional beauty organizations. And a lot of those scholarships go unrewarded. So don't rule out the power of getting a scholarship. That can really be helpful. And then, of course, just start early.
Awesome. One other question, same round robin order. So we'll start with Anthony. What do you love the most about your campus? What's your favorite thing about your campus? Anthony, you're on mute.
So I actually grew up in Beloit, Kansas. So my favorite thing, even now, is the wellness center, the facility they have there with the pool, the racquetball, the gyms, and the hot tub there. So not many facilities have a hot tub on their campus. So that's kind of my favorite part about our campus. So
great. Jack?
speaking as as a former student, recent graduate, one of my absolute favorite things about our school is no matter the department, our ties with industry. So whatever your department is, whatever your program is, you're going to get to see people that are doing the job that you're wanting to do. They'll come visit you. You can go visit them. Almost all of our programs offer internship opportunities. So a lot of our programs have different fingers of directions you can go out of them. It lets you experience what that particular job might be like and come back and decide if that's really what you want to do, or if you want to shift direction just a tiny bit as you're making your way out into the job force.
Cody, favorite thing?
So, I think that one of the best things about our campus is going to be the connection and the tie to the industries that we serve. We are in a very, very unique place here in the city of Wichita where we have a lot of different industries that are partners of ours that we serve. And so the direct pipeline into employment opportunities, I would say, is probably one of the things that is a highlight for me.
Awesome. Debbie?
I definitely say, I think the culture of our school and just the Paul Mitchell brand, the culture of Paul Mitchell all over, that and just the fact that people are learning to do a career, that's something that they'll be, their clients will be their friends and family and people they're building relationships with. So it's definitely a business where you're going to be working with a lot of people, if you like that.
Awesome, thanks. We had a question that came in, and I think we can verbally answer it. Do any of you have a program to help become criminal psychologists? Any of you have that in your wheelhouse?
So I'll go ahead and jump on that one first. And I was actually typing this answer right now to you, Callie. So this at WSU Tech, our Shocker pathway would be the thing that we would have that could help you build into that criminal psychologist background. That's going to require an undergrad degree, which is going to require a certain amount of general education requirements. And our partnership with Wichita State University, as well as our accreditation with the Higher Learning Commission, would allow you to start your first 2 years of gen ed classes with us and then transfer those out.
Cool. NCK Tech, go next.
We do not.
Okay. Jack?
Yeah, I would jump in there too. I was typing a message too, but we do have a crime scene investigation program that would have 2 years. You could get your hands on in the field, get used to what some of the things look like. And it is one of our 2 most transferable programs on campus. So it would be a good start for you to get some hands-on experience that a typical first 2 years student wouldn't get on their 4-year degree. And then you can transfer on and continue with your gen eds and with the classes that you've taken here to go ahead and get that 4-year degree.
Debbie, anything in criminal psychologists?
No, we do not.
I mean, I kind of knew the answer, but I wanted to equal it out and make sure we're all fair in this environment.
Stay away from crime.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much to my college reps for spending this time with us, and students, thank you so much for joining us as well. As you close this window, a very quick 4-question survey will appear. So we ask for your feedback on today's experience for you. Like I said, there are more colleges presenting in the next hour. So if you want to learn from a few more colleges, you can check those out as well. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great day.